Hi friend, this is Pastor Lucas Pina, and this is our snack for the journey. And we are in a journey through the New Testament. That is our goal here in this journey. This is a specific one, is to have a meditation in every chapter of the New Testament. One or two verses, not the whole chapter. And in this specific journey, sometimes I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 chapters, sometimes a book. It's because I already have meditation in those chapters, so I'm not going to revisit them. But you're going to find in this channel a meditation in that specific chapter. So if you look, search, you're going to find it. So that is the goal. And I'd like to invite you to take this journey with us. And also, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and to share this video with your friends and family and help us to bless other people. So let's take a look in the verse for today. A very interesting verse. There we go. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. Look what Paul wrote to the Corinthians. Corinthians was a troubled church, right? It's a trouble. We all know that. It's a troubled church in every area, but some areas are kind of, what they're doing? Look what Paul wrote. It is actually reported that there is sexual immorality among you, and of a kind that does not occur even among pagans. A man has his father's wife. Can you believe that? A small church and someone having sexual relationship with his father's wife? Some people believe that this is the really mother of the guy. No. I don't think it's the wife of the father. But it's bad anyway. And Paul is shocked. This is a verse here show that Paul is shocked and said it's actually reported. Really? Can you believe that? It's really reported. Everybody knows what's going on. Sexual immorality among, it's kind of, oh man, really? Let me tell you something. When Christians decide to sin, we are really bad. We do it a very ugly job in that sense, because we go all the way. It's terrible. We need to be very careful with that. Our lives, our care for our holiness, we need to care for the way that we behave. And Paul here is confronting a church that has this kind of problem and does nothing. So this here talks about discipline, and he's going to talk about disciplines. Hey, you have to do something. How you allow this to happen? And the church should do that. And sometimes the church kind of, we're gonna lose members. Oh, it's gonna look bad. No, it's. And then they let that happen. And then people look and say, hey, if they can do this, maybe I can do this too, or I can do something else, but it's as bad as that. And that is when the problems all started to kind of exploding, because Paul says, look, not even in the non-believers, they don't do that kind of stuff, and we find this kind of stuff in the middle of the church. So we need to be very careful, because sometimes we treat people in a way that people outside don't like it, and they don't do it. And we do that in the church, and sometimes we have behavior, ugly behavior inside the church that we don't see in organization outside the church. And it's Paul is condemning. He said, you guys need to do something about it. And I want that done. I want to get a report that is done, because that cannot happen. That cannot happen. So the church should be light, the church should be the salt, the church should be the example of an organization in the world by her behavior of her members. And sometimes we give a bad testimony, a bad example to the world, and we need to be careful. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.